Ask everyone to rate their looks on a scale of 1 to 10, starting with you. Go ahead.
10.
7.
10.
7. 7.
Like right now 5 or 6, but like if I had time to get ready and stuff, probably like a 7 or an 8.
I think a 7.
I'd say 5.
Who said 10?
All right, now pause. As somebody that likes natural women, if a woman says they think themselves are a 10, how is that bad?
Don't you have lip filler?
I do.
I also like modesty in women. That's kind of a thing. But I'm just going to say it.
Brian, you always say
You
modesty.
two are not 10s.
In your
to you.
opinion.
Oh, I didn't rate myself. I'm a 5. There you go. Average. I'm average looking. I lose a little weight. I could get back to a 6 if I was better shape.
A 10 to you is an ironing board, which is fine.
An ironing board?
Mm-hmm.
She's saying you don't like girls with tits and ass.
No, I never said that.
Right. He just said he prefers
I'm
it
saying
to fake.
I would prefer a girl.
So that's a 10 to you, though, right?
What do you mean? No. Okay. It was about plastic surgery. I'm not saying
But your
big
preference.
boobs are nice, big butt is nice. I'm not. But if it's a choice between flat boobs and fake titties, I'd prefer small, flat, over fake titties. Now, if you're like, would you prefer a C cup over an A cup? I'd have a slight preference for the C cup. But I'm a labia guy.
But here's my
Can
thing.
you think of like a woman that we know who you would consider a 10?
Yeah,
Is
like
there
what celebrity?
Yeah.
There's no 10s.
Okay, period.
There's no
I'll accept
10s.
that.
So when you're talking
There's
about
nines.
like modesty
Celebrity,
too,
though.
are you referencing?
Well, there's face and body. Those are two different categories.
Okay, I have a question. So if the woman, because you said you don't rate 10, it's just at most probably a 9, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so say that person you would rate a 9, and then you ask them, how would you rate yourself? And they say 9. Because they rate themselves exactly as you would, does that not count because it's not modest, or would you then deduct points?
If
you're 9,
assessment of them is that they're 9 and they're saying they're a 9,
Yeah.
I wouldn't object to their assessment.
No, just generally curious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does your modesty lend itself to other aspects, or is it just like
What do you mean?
So you say you like modest women.
Yeah.
How they talk about themselves. Do you like modest women when it comes to clothing and things
Yeah.
like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to date a girl who's it's not a huge, she's got a bikini photo on her Instagram. It's not like, I would prefer if she had, honestly, no social media at all, or minimal social media, or a private private Instagram.
Right.
And she posted tasteful, modest photos. So yes, I do prefer modesty in those realms too. Public-facing modesty, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so when you guys say you're a 10, does that mean that you think you are perfect looking, or is it more like I'm a 10?
Well, she doesn't think she's perfect because she wants to get plastic surgery.
Right. That's what I was asking.
Good argument.
That's what I was
Hold
asking.
I want to be a
You
20.
you said you're a 10, but you said you want lip filler and fake tits and the hip fillers, the hip fillers
Can do.
and Botox.
Yep.
Well, how can you possibly be a 10 if you want those cosmetic procedures?
I can still feel like I'm a 10 because I know that I'm beautiful.
but-
I just want to be more beautiful.
But hold on, you can't be more beautiful
10 means
than
there's
most
no
beautiful.
room for improvement, right?
I
Yeah,
want to
10's
break
like
the
perfect.
scale.
You want to,
Break the scale.
break the scale. Well, you got to eat a lot more food if you want to do that. I'm just
Why
saying.
is that
you got,
so
you got to
important?
get obese. You
Why
got to
is-
get hit.
like,
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just wondering why that's so important to you. Why this?
But heavenly
like-
donated.
It sounds to me
Okay.
like you think that if you can achieve physical perfection, it'll like make up for something. It'll fix something in your life. Is that why, or like why do you value your looks like so much that
I've
you
just
would do all
always
that?
been into that, like since I was a kid. Like I've always been into like beauty and stuff like that. Like I used to wake up at 3 a.m. to do my hair.
Why?
It was just
3?
something that I did.
Was it because you wanted to
I was just
people
like,
to perceive you a certain way, or
It's just for me. Like when I feel like I look good, I feel good.
do you feel like you have more to offer than your looks?
Of course.
Okay. I was just wondering if there was a connection with like you've dated mostly narcissists and guys who were like you would say abusive to you. like emotionally, like you said, you were forced to an abortion and these guys are narcissists, you have picked bad men, and then you're hyper focused on your looks. Does that kind of sounds like it all goes together to me, like a package?
I mean, it could, but it is what it is.
Okay. I mean,
I just want to say the question, I feel like all comes down to it's subjective. So how do I feel about myself? That's how I answered it. I'm not going to say that I'm a 10 to you, a 10 to you, a 10 to you, or you guys could feel as though you're a 7.
Exactly.
To myself, I'm going to answer 10 because that's how I feel about myself.
So you don't think there's like an objective standard of beauty? Like,
There is, but for myself.
Wait, what?
so subjective.
That's what I
Yeah.
said.
No,
That's
we're
what I
saying
said.
Yeah, what she was asking you, do you think there's an objective standard?
of beauty. So like you could have 10 people in a line and objectively one would be an 8 and another one would be a 4.
Yeah. But the question, as far as how it was asked everyone to rate their looks on a scale of 1 to 10. So I answered how I felt, but that's all I'm saying. I wasn't asked to rate everybody sitting here. I was asked to rate myself. That's how I feel about myself.
Here's another test. All else being equal, do you think you will be more physically attractive in 10 years' time for you and you? Actually, we'll ask everybody this.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're 24, so you'll be more physically attractive at 34.
Hell yeah.
Okay, what about you?
And I hope so. I mean,
You're 25, so more attractive at 35.
I aim to work towards that future.
Okay, but so, okay, what about you? You're 28, will you be more attractive at 38 than you are now?
Yep.
Okay, what about you?
No.
No?
No, but I think that I'm more attractive now than when I was 10 years younger.
So you're more attractive now at 32 than you were at 22.
Yeah.
Question, do you have any photos of you at 22 that we can open this up to the
I might.
chat?
But they're like old Facebook stuff with stupid like filters that like I don't know.
Let me look. What about you?
Yeah.
Do you think you'll be,
I'll
so
be
you're
more-
18, you'll be more attractive at 28,
Yeah.
okay?
I think
You're
so.
18, you'll be more attractive at 28.
Yes.
I guess, Rachel, you too on this?
Absolutely not. Like that's that's peak delusional to think that you're going to be hotter in 10 years. This is one of the ones that just stumps me. When women are like, oh, I'll totally be hotter in 10 years. Like, even if you look good for your age in 10 years, even if you like lost weight, things like that, it's like, you don't get hotter as you age as a woman. That's not how it works. Like attractiveness, physical attractiveness.
I've seen some women that really do. There's
Okay,
a lot
so,
of
like
anomalies.
who?
J-Lo
Like, name a
looks
celebrity.
great for being 60 or whatever she is.
Beyonce.
But J-Lo is not hotter at 60 than she was at 30 or 20.
Because you said physically,
Beyonce is not hotter now than she was 20 years. No, none of these women, gorgeous as they are at an older age, are hotter now than they were when they were young.
I'm
What
gonna
about
allow.
Britney Burgos?
I'm gonna allow that because you said physically, okay. But I really think that knowledge is sexy.
Yeah, but we're talking about physical attractiveness.
I-
I
that's
will
why I said
say
okay.
I will say that I think in general, people who are 10 years younger are way more attractive. For me in particular, I think I got cuter.
I think there's some people that might have like a drastic transformation. Like say you were 250 pounds when you were 22 and then you get in shape and you look amazing like 10 years later. Okay, but like in
It's
general,
an outlier situation.
Yeah, and all things being equal.
Yeah,
but-
that is the question, all things being equal. So people like to
Yeah.
do this thing of like,
Well,
well,
what if-
yeah, at 21, I was morbidly obese. And then at 31, I was healthy body weight, got the excess skin removed, got plastic surgery, perfected my skill with makeup, whatever it is. It's comparing, like, imagine you had all those things. Oh, I learned how to dress better, I did my makeup better, lost weight, skincare, etc. If you had all those things at 21 and at 31, how can the answer not be you're better looking at 21?
Or you could think of it this way. Take 2 8s. 2 women who are an 8. They're exactly the same on the attractiveness scale, but one of them is 35 and one of them is 22. Men are going to go for the 22-year-old every single time.
I think you also have to consider too, like, we're all women, and I don't know how many of you want to have children, but like I will definitely have children within the next 10 years, and that will take a toll on my body. And so, yeah, I'm not going to be more attractive in 10 years from now.
So we found
Oh God.
we found a picture of you. This is actually 11 years ago, April 5th, 2013. Your very first photo
Aw.
on Instagram. Nick, I'm going to link that in the private chat. Linked. Okay. April 5th, 2013. The chat is going to compare. Granted, we have you in 1080p, and this is from 2013, but you can, yeah, sure. No, it's fine.
Oh God. Yeah.
So that's you, Nick. Move us up, please. So, just hide. So it's April 5th, 2013. So, what? That's 11 years ago, right?
Yeah.
If my math serves me. Okay.
Get your cheek on.
I know.
Was she? I mean, look, it's one photo compared to, you know, studio lighting. She's cuter. You. Oh my God. Mid to mid. What the fuck, guys? Be nice. Okay.
I would say you look the same too, pretty much. Like you look.
You're still
like-
attractive.
You look
We're
like
still
you've
attractive.
aged. Yeah, like you look like you've aged a little bit, but you're not like unattractive.
Oh, what am I gonna say?